nobody has ever done a deep dive into the debriefing process. What was it like in the couple days leading up to the day you made your decision? And were you having conflict within, or did you just say, today's the day, I'm going to do this? And can you break it down from when you told the cops your decision and the process?
Well, when I got sentenced and got over here to San Quentin, the first thing they did, they came down to R&R, and I was going straight back to the hole. I paroled from the hole, so when you parole from the hole or with indeterminate shoe, you go straight back to the hole upon your return. So I was going straight back to the hole. They were supposed to be letting everybody out of the after the hunger strike. So my plan was to go to committee and be released to reception and go out there and hit somebody. And instead, they came and served me with about 15 confidential forms saying that my life was in danger for killing Daryl, and so they weren't going to send me out there. I was going to go to RCGP, which is just SNY in denial, basically. So after over 24 years in solitary confinement, I wasn't going to sit in solitary confinement no more. So I asked the warden and the counselor that served me with this stack of confidentials what my options were, and they said I could either go to Corcoran to the debriefing program, or I could be sent back to Pelican Bay SHU under RCGP and sit in a tomb up there until I died. And so I made the decision right then. I said, well, how long would it take you to get me to Corcoran? And they drove me over there a couple days later.
When you got
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
When you got to Corcoran, what happened? What was the process?
Well, I was locked down when I first got there. They want to make sure that you're really going to go through with it. So luckily I had my attorney, and he was able to work with the guy that was doing my debrief, IGI by name of Corey Perryman. He testified at my trial as the gang expert, and he was, even though they tried to get him to exaggerate and lie, he never did. He told the truth, so I knew he was an honest dude, and so that's who I requested to him to do my debrief. My attorney got involved, and they set the parameters because I had been convicted of a gang enhancement, and my appeal was just starting. So they made the parameters that they couldn't ask about fame or the time period from the murder, 2004, till the present, my conviction date, which was 2017. Basically, most of my time around brothers was here in the adjustment center with Billy Ray Curtis and Scully Bob, two of which are deceased. So basically, the stuff they wanted to know was about stuff that I'd done on my first prison term, or stuff that I did over here on in the adjustment center. Most of the other people that I was around were deceased, so it was by the end of the interview, I believe Perryman's words were basically, thanks for nothing.
I was going to say, it sounds like you really didn't have to give them anything that they already didn't know.
I mean, I didn't give them nothing that wasn't public knowledge or about myself or about some people that were dead.
Where's Billy Ray Hamilton today, if you do know?
He's deceased.
Curtis Price is also deceased?
Yep.
Okay, so really, I mean, yeah, it just, I understand what he said, man. Thanks for nothing. But that really worked in your favor, though.
It did.
So after the interview, what happened next?
Then I was sent out to the shoe kickout yard at Corcoran, and pending my transfer to Salinas Valley.
And your time on Corcoran, did you just kind of learn the ropes of the SNY side, the differences, all the politics on the yard?
I did. I got used to being around people again, integrated back into being around people. Got my double cell status back because I was single cell for years. And while I was waiting, used that as I got an opportunity to get somebody that was on that yard that I had been wanting to get for a long time.
How was that adjustment for you, being around people again, and then being having a celly again?
The celly part was good because they weren't just going to stick anybody in my cell. I ain't going to let that happen. But the adjustment to being uncuffed when I left my cell or being around a lot of people was definitely took some getting used to.
You said you had an opportunity to get on someone. Is that something you would speak to?
Is that something I would what?
Well, is that something you would be willing to speak on?
Well, the day before I transferred to Salinas Valley, I finally got the opportunity to get the guy that killed my lawyer's wife. So I did.
And what's the process? Is it the same as GP? They spray you guys and take you to the hole?
No, actually, I got away almost back to my cell before they found the dude laying there all bloodied and unconscious. But right before I got to my cell, they put the yard down, day room down, and I did end up getting pulled in. Somebody had said something, so they grabbed like 5 of us. I was the only one that was involved in it, but they grabbed, I think, 5 of us, took us to the gym, kept us for a couple hours, and then basically the ISU came and said, you're on the bus in the morning, and we're just going to CTQ you till you leave. And they took me back to my cell, and the next morning I left for Salinas Valley.
Wow. And when you got to Salinas Valley, how was that process?
I mean, it took some getting used to still, just being out and about, going to canteen, the contact visits. I wasn't used to none of that stuff, so it was all new to me.
How long would you say it took for you to start becoming comfortable with no cuffs contact visits in Canada?
At least a few years probably.
And during your time on the shoe kickout yards and level 4s, GP and SNY, which one would you prefer to be on, and which one seems to be more wild?
Well, I think the SNY yards are for sure more wild because there basically is no rules. If you can't defend yourself, then you're screwed. So the SNY yards are wilder. You got to be around a bunch of garbage.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You mind your own business and do your own time, and associate with who you want to associate with.
And would you prefer that to being on the GP?
Well, I definitely don't miss the backstabbing politics and hypocritical stuff that goes on in the GP yards. We got a lot of backstabbing, hypocrite stuff here too, but whoever you surround yourself with here, you do it by your choice. If I get in a fight backing somebody up here, it's because I wanted to do that, not because I had to because he was a wood or something. So you have a lot more freedom here, and I mean, not many people die of old age on those GP yards. Almost everybody ends up here.
You are correct. I believe the last time I looked, it was a 70% population on SNY and 30% on GP, and I would probably bet money that it's gotten bigger on the SNY side.
Yeah, I mean, now they got the non-designated, so it's they got this.
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
The non-designated, like anybody that's level 2 can come here. So it doesn't matter if you're SNY or GP or whatever. If you're level 2 and put into,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
you can come to San Quentin. Whether you stay or not, that's up to you. Most of the people that get here, they stay. Like any level 2 can get here. I'm here. Ain't nobody came looking for me.
Understandable. And do you want to do one more call, or do you want to give me a call tomorrow?
Sure.
I'll leave that up to you.
I can call back.
Okay, brother. I'll end this, and thank you.